What's up, everybody? Gibson's Lawn Service checking back in with another. I actually just finished up for the day. I didn't have that many. Like I say, my work truck's still in the shop. I'm in my wife's truck. Listen, this is what I don't understand this. I really don't. I don't understand this. And it's like you scream it to people nonstop. You scream it, you holler it, you tell them about it. You try to encourage and you try to motivate it. But it's like people are doing this. I don't want to hear it. No, I don't want to hear it. No, I don't want to hear it. No. And what I'm trying to get to is you must start a side hustle. Please. You must start a side hustle. And you need to have a second income. Well, my job pay me so well, I don't need to start a side hustle. That's where you are wrong. If you want to experience financial freedom, let me put my seatbelt on if I get a ticket. If you want to experience financial freedom, it is a must you start a side hustle. But if your job pays you $200,000 or $150,000 a year, that's awesome. That's awesome, but that's also dangerous. Because the reason I say it's dangerous is not a lot of jobs that pay people $150,000 to $200,000 to $300,000 a year. It's not a lot. And the fact that you have a job and they're paying you that much, they are paying to keep you there. All right. And you may be like, well, ain't nothing wrong with that. It is when they want to get rid of you. When they want to get rid of you and they replace you with somebody else that's younger, have more knowledge, speak two languages, you're not going to walk off that $300,000 a year job into another job paying $300,000 a year. Because let's be honest, if you have a job that's paying that much, you're not planning on going anywhere. But it's detriment. It is detriment that you start you a side hustle / business. Find something that you enjoy doing and do it as a side hustle. And one day that will pay more than your full-time job. And look, you don't even have to leave your full-time job. You can scale everything enough. You're like, no, I'm only going to deal with the best of clients and I'm going to keep my full-time job. And there's nothing wrong with that. But I don't understand why people just won't do it. They won't do it. They won't do it. I read a book from a millionaire. Matter of fact, I'm sorry. I read a book from a billionaire. And he said, and one guy asked him, he said, well, why don't you pay your workers more? You can afford it. He said, the simple reason why I won't pay my workers more, because they are willing to work for less. And listen, I did a study of my own. I asked all the guys at my full-time job. I said, hey, if we was to walk in the gate tomorrow and they say, look, since COVID, things been tight. If we take $1 per hour from you instead of, they'll say, look, we have two options on the table, Mr. Gibson. We can lay you off, or we can just take $1 an hour from you. And when the economy picks back up, we will give you the dollar back. 99.9% of the people said they would take the $1 less per hour than getting laid off. And I understand it, because when you have a family to provide for, yes, you don't need to lose this job. But why, listen, why not start you a side hustle? Why not? Like, what's stopping you? What's stopping you from making more money? Everybody want to make more money. And I'm not saying getting consumed with it. You got to have all the money. I just got to have everything. No, but why not start you a side for fun? Do it for fun. Like, what is it you love to do? Do you love to like to do arts and crafts? Well, start doing it and selling it. If you like making t-shirts, make t-shirts and selling it. If you like cutting grass on the side, making some extra money. You like washing cars. You like putting tint on people's cars. You like pressure washing houses. You like cutting hair. Do something to get you another income coming in. And it can just be for laughs and giggles. I talked to one guy. He started a business for laughs and giggles, and that is his full-time job today. Listen, a lot can change in 24 months. You can go from struggling to being well off in 24 months. Look, listen, my full-time job haven't given me a raise in the past 3 years, and I don't blame them. I wouldn't give me a raise either if I'm willing to continue to work for what I'm getting. But why not? It's like you scream it to people. You scream it. I had a coworker. They was an awesome painter. They can paint vehicles. They can restore classic cars. I said, man, open a shop. No, I don't want to do it. Had another coworker can pull an engine out, put a new engine in under 8 hours. Man, why don't you do this? Oh, I don't like working on cars. Another co-worker that could cut hair. Man, why don't you do this? Oh, man, I just do it here and there. You don't understand the position that you are putting yourself in by depending on this one job for the rest of your life. Nothing wrong with staying on the job for 30 or 40 years. But why not create you an extra $2,000 a month income? Think about it. What can you do with an extra $2,000 a month? Think about it. Just think about it. Just say, man, if I had an extra $2,000 a month, what would I do? Well, man, I could go get me a newer vehicle. I wouldn't have to work as many hours at my full-time job. I can take that vacation I always wanted to take. Or I could just stockpile so much money, I look up, I got $15,000, $20,000 put to the side. It's why? Somebody tell me why. Get in the comments right now and tell me why you won't start a side hustle. Tell me why. I want to know why. I want to know why. Like, why won't you do it? Why do you want to stay average your whole life? Like, why? Well, there's nothing wrong with being average. Man, get out of here. Don't nobody want to be average. Don't nobody want to be average. Don't sit here, oh, it's all right being average. It's not okay being average when you can do better with your life. Like, why not? Without a vision, the people perish. Cast your bread upon many waters. Like, why? Why would you sit here, put your head down? Listen, I know what my full-time job have to offer me. I know exactly what my full-time job have to offer me within the next 10 years. I know how far how I can go in this company in the next 10 years. Well, man, I go work for a better company. They only gonna let you get so high. Working for a company, you're hitting the ceiling. This is the ceiling right here. You're not going no higher than this right here. That's how you going. That's it. You're not getting no higher than that. Now, when you work for, I'm not telling you to quit your job and go work for yourself. I'm telling you, take some of your negotiating power back. I'm telling you, some of these supervisors and foremen and general foremans, they talk crazy because they know you don't have nowhere else to go. You're stuck here. You're stuck. I had one foreman, he done a guy like that. What you want to do? You want to stay here? He said, you want to do the job or you want to go home? And the guy was on 120-day probation. If he left early or missed, he would be fired. And he talked to him that way. What you gonna do? You want your job or you gonna do the job or you gonna go home? Well, I guess I'll do the job. You see that? And then you'll have people say, well, my children come first. I would leave anyway. Well, see, then let's face reality here. Once you get out of your feelings because your child at school sick and you can't leave work no more, get out of your feelings. And they already told you leave your job, we're going to fire you. Well, my child will come first. Well, you leave, you go get your child, you get fired. Now you're back to square one. Let me find another job. And they say, oh, well, you were making $25 an hour at your last job. We will offer you 23. What's it going to be? What's it going to be? You don't put yourself in that predicament. You don't put yourself in that predicament when I told you 6 years ago to start a business. You could have been working for yourself. That's your fault. That's your fault. That's your fault. Now, I've talked to so many people about starting businesses. I've talked to so many people that have a true talent on what they. I know a guy that can draw so good it look like you took a picture. He don't want to do nothing with it. It's his fault. I know another guy that can cut hair real good. I told him, man, get you a mobile mechanic. He don't want to do nothing. Get you a mobile barber thing going on. Oh man, I ain't got time for that. I know another guy, he's an awesome mechanic. Told him to get him a mobile mechanic thing popping. He don't want to do nothing. Y'all don't want to do nothing. Oh, my job pays me well. Well, why not get paid even more? Why not get paid even more? You not gonna live in 2023. You know how many people are living from paycheck to paycheck? You know how many people have credit card debt? You know how many people are in debt up to their eyeballs? Everybody would love an extra $2,000 a month of free money. Man, look. Somebody jump in the comments. Tell me why. What is your excuse that you cannot start a business? What is it that is holding you back? Please tell me.